And we're off. So this is the Oracle of Seasons weekly randomizer race. Today we are playing on normal mode with randomized dungeons. We have vanilla subversion portals this week. That's because we have a new contender joining us in the race. As always, it's me, joined with Fiery and Dragon, and we also have Sour Lime joining as well. He did not want to play random portals, so we are playing just random dungeons. So far, double summer, pretty good. Summer in Western Coast is always great because that means you don't even have to go in the cave because the vine is already grown. Summer in Eyeglass, though, that means you're definitely going to have to change the season if you're going to want to get to the other side of Eyeglass. Starting off with a key, that means we're going to have to go through all of Hero's Cave. And get a vanilla sword, alright. I will take vanilla sword, for sure. Anytime I don't have to use seeds for a majority of the seed to do damage is a good time. So anytime you can get an early sword, I'll take it. I normally wouldn't want to go winter right here, but just in case we end up getting the rupees we need to get the Dr. Left house, aka buy bombs, I'd rather have it winter already. Though we might get bracelet, in which case we're going to need fall to do anything. Or it's possible we could get seeds and we can just leave. Or we get gnarled key. Vanilla gnarled key as well. Yo, what's up, Rob? This is a very interesting start. We got vanilla sword and vanilla gnarled key. Is this even randomized? We know it's randomized because of the seasons, the default seasons. But this is interesting. Yep, it's definitely randomized. There's Dungeon 7. So we're gonna get guaranteed Ember Seeds. That's always good. But we're only gonna be able to get one item out of here. You know what? I'll get as many as I can get. Let's just max this out. Yeah, no hard logic. We're playing normal mode. So these are technically out of logic. But it's definitely worth having. Unless, of course, the seed tree is default embers, in which case it doesn't even matter. I did not even check the seed tree. Nor did I check the shop. The shop could also be something. It is default. Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. Once again, a technically vanilla item. We're getting Ember Seeds, Ember Satchel, out of the dungeon in the Gnarled Root dungeon. Let's see what items here. It's the ribbon. Probably gonna want to buy that. But I might not buy that right now. Yo, Emu, what's up? 800 remaining and then you can choose the speedrun. Nice. I probably should buy it now. I probably should. Because I don't know when I'm going to come back here. I might as well buy a shield while I'm in there. Because we may run into Dungeon 3. But yeah, since we are playing with vanilla portals, that means we're going to have access to the vanilla Eastern Suburbs portal, which is going to give us some decent stuff. Also, with vanilla Eastern Suburbs being winter, that's going to give us access to Dungeon 2. I might go there first. At least check out the... Oh wait, no I can't. I can't go around that way. Unless... Unless this is also winter. It's summer. Okay, so it's not winter. So that means I'm going to be able to just get this item. And that gives us summer. Okay. So that is going to get us in to Eastern Suburbs. Into the dungeon. I knew that was gonna happen. I was thinking about taking a death on the moblins coming out of the cave, and then I decided not to. So the reason I'm going over here is I want to get the sea tree, for sure. Okay, it's not the sea tree I was looking for. I was expecting, like, hoping for Pegasus seeds or Gale seeds, but whatever. D6, that's an interesting one. Because we can actually do some stuff in here. Not a ton, but we can do a decent amount. Also, let's get the rupees in here. Because I can see them coming into play. Okay, after this, I'm definitely gonna go and leave and go to Subversion. We'll be able to do a decent amount of stuff in there. Oh, that's great. That's a good find. Do I want to even make my way up there? It's only like 3 items I can get. Yeah, I'd rather go to Subversion right now. I'd rather go to Subversion and start making my way through other things. Because now with the flippers, I can go ahead and make my way towards the other half of the world. Okay. So there's only 2 more things we can get in Subversion right now. Hopefully one of them pays off. If not, I have that save point set up so we can just get out of here real quick. And if this doesn't pay off, then we're gonna want to go head towards Eyeglass Lake area. Head towards North Horon, towards Blano, stuff like that. Those rupees don't really help, so the only thing that could potentially help us right now is the Winter Tower. And if this is nothing, I can just reset and not worry. There is one item I can get in the Woods of Winter, so I probably will grab that before I leave this area. Now that I have the flippers, you know. I don't need those rupees right now. So that's actually a really good little dip there. Nothing there that's going to help us at all. So I probably shouldn't have even gone there. But still good knowledge. So that also was done. So the main thing was just coming over here, getting those flippers, and now heading back. Yeah, hopefully progression is not in D6. But worst case scenario is we're gonna just be able to find a bunch of other things. Worst case scenario, we don't find Gale Seeds. I'm hoping Gale Seeds are gonna be on one of these 2 trees. Ooh, bracelet's good too. I kind of want to go in the spool spawn portal. We'll see what's up here, and then we'll decide. Oh, Gale Seeds, perfect. Yeah, let's check out the portal over here. Because with bracelet, that just screams, let's use bracelet to get us somewhere. It would help if I actually killed those guys. And the fact that we have, whatchamacallit? We have Ember Seeds. That just screams, okay, Subversion Market. Okay, maybe not. Maybe Subversion Market was nothing. Did I save before coming in here? I don't think I... Oh, I did save there. Yeah, we're good. So Subversion Market's nothing. Flood Gatekeeper's nothing. I guess we're gonna have to check out Blano. Oh no, I could have done Rosa. I can only do the one check-in with Rosa because I don't have a way to jump. But Rosa could potentially be something. And based on this, I'm kind of expecting it to be. Either that or it's back in D6. Yeah. Let's check D6 real quick. If it's not here, then we can move on. Oh wait, how do I get that? How do I get that without... There we go. What an item. Alright, so there's only one more thing I can get here. Either way, this was required to do at some point. And you know what that means? Oh man. That means we can access more of Subversion. But wait, before I do that, before I head over there, there we go. Let's not forget about the fall chest. Slingshot. You know what that means? I want to go back in D7. Because that means we can make progress in D7. Like, I kind of waited to come back in here because I knew this had to be a key. And we didn't have Slingshot to be able to kill the first Poe. So I was like, okay, at very worst, this is going to be one item. But now that we have Slingshot, we can make progress in here. So this is going to be at least 2 items. Maybe more. And that's a required item. Not one that's useful right now, but it's required. And the Magnet Glove. Oh man, the Magnet Glove is going to also give us progression in here. Because that's going to be how we get to the Armas puzzle. Yeah, without all of those items, this next item is not even in logic at all. Alright, I'm out. I don't care. It's one item. It's one item. It's gonna be the item that we need, of course, but I just don't feel it right now. Having to go all the way back there and have to deal with Armos puzzles and stuff. I'd rather come in here, go through Subversion, and get a bunch of items. Besides, I'm gonna end up getting some Pegasus seeds out of this, I think. But we're gonna go on a nice date with Rosa. First things first, we're gonna go check out that Magnet Glove spot. That Magnet Glove spot is probably pretty huge. Like, this is gonna tell me if going deeper in D6 was required for this, like this early, or not. It wasn't. Okay. But you know what's great about this is we're gonna open up a pathway, so we don't even need the feather at all. But I'm gonna grind me some ore chunks real quick. Get the 25. Get our Pegasus seeds. That way we can start getting refills once we go back into the 7. Because I'm probably going to end up going back there right after this. I have to say, this has been a pretty awful seed in terms of like just getting around and whatnot. Even though we have Gale Seeds, just the fact that we have to go to places without Feather. Like, not having Feather makes things a lot worse. Because like half of this game revolves around having the Feather. Oh yeah, everything Rosa does when you're like not supposed to have her following you, like, is great. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to D7 after this, unless I get, like, Feather here or something. Or get the shovel. Okay. That gets us another check. In fact, that's gonna help me with getting more Pegasus seeds. Oh, and that also lets me backdoor up to Mount Kuko. So that's going to be our progression at this point. We take the long way up to Mount Kuko. I probably should have used another seed or two. That's fine. Yeah, going up to Mount Kuko right now is definitely going to be the play. And then after this, then maybe we start thinking about going back into D7. Oh man, I have to go this way because I don't have a feather. I can't jump through Temple Remains. So the only way for me to get over there is through this exact entrance. And because I don't have a feather, I can't get to Sunken City from this area. I have to go around through Mount Kuko. I'm also gonna grab myself a bunch more rupees, just in case we get the member card. I don't want to be left in the dark and have to scramble for rupees. Oh, that is a jewel. Alright, so that is required. I think we do hide and seek. Oh no, wait, we can't do hide and seek. We can't do hide and seek because we don't have a feather. Oh man, I can't do hide and seek because I don't have a feather. I have to come down this way. What is this seed? Like, my options are super limited in terms of things I can do. Okay, there's our Pegasus tree. So we don't have to worry about Pegasus seeds anymore. I might have to go back into D7. If this does not pay off, we're going back into D7. But I'm kind of hoping that this is going to pay off. Okay. There's Dimitri's flute. So that gets me into Moblin Keep. It gets me into Moblin Keep from the other side. So we gotta go over there. Navigating without a feather is awful. Alright, so now if this chain does not pay off, we're going back to 7. This has gotta pay off. Come on. Motley Keep. This has gotta be it, right? There we go. I hate that fight so much. Oh man. Actually, yeah. We'll go up this way. So having spring, that's gonna let me do Mount Kuko stuff. The fact that I have summer allows me to go this way. So I don't have to go back around. I don't have to do anything crazy. I can just go through the portal, or go through the underwater passage here. But then I can change it to spring, so I can actually get checks while I'm up here. Because I wasn't able to do anything earlier because it wasn't spring. That is nothing, okay. Now I'm really curious where the feather is. Because we're getting pretty deep in this seed and we still don't have a feather. So to continue our progression through here, we've got 2 more items, and then D7. As I've been saying this entire time, D7 is the only place that still has an option for us, outside of like this progression. Or, you know, there is the one Eastern Suburbs check that opened up now that we have spring. But there's our feather. Oh, right. So, I definitely think we're going back to 7. But now with feather. Feather's gonna open up a decent amount of things for us. 7 being one of the most important ones, I think. can also check a few things here. So the goal right now is not go back into 7 yet. I know that's like the opposite of what I've been saying. But with Feather, we now have access to quite a few things in Subversion and just in general. So I have reason to believe that our progression is gonna be somewhere else. And I'm hoping that progression ends up here in Subversion. Except I'm hoping it's not on the Mount Kuko side, because that would require hide and seek. Yeah, a rare second date with Rosa. We get to go on 2 dates. So yeah, I definitely think going back into 7 might make sense after this. Even if that means doing like capeless stuff, which I don't really want to do. But that's also hard logic. It's not normal logic to do capeless. Or you just find the cape right before you're gonna go in there and we don't have to worry about it. Oh, but that also means we can go ahead and check the stuff over here too. Oh, this is great. We can check all this stuff too. And then we can go into Dungeon 7. Yeah, this seed has just gotten a lot better by the virtue of getting 2 feathers. And if I'm not mistaken, that is a required double date. So I don't remember what was in this summer tower. But I think summer tower might have had something. And then you had to come back and do Rosa a second time in order to get the cape. Alright, so we are like good to go. I never marked the Fool's Ore, that's fine. You know what? I don't even care. What I'm gonna do, this is a little unintuitive. I'm gonna go ahead, go up to Mount Kuko. And I'm gonna get that jewel right now. Reason being is because then I don't have to worry about it. And this is also gonna set me up for a Gale Warp. I'll be able to Gale Seed out of here. I'll Gale Seed out of here and get myself some more Pegasus Seeds. And then we'll head into Dungeon 7. Okay. Don't want to fail that a million times. There we go. Okay, this seed just went from like 0 to like 60. Real quick. Get out of my way, dude. There you are. Alright. Let's go. Dungeon 7 is going to be our first completed dungeon. And that's a key. Floodgate. Alright. Now we are cooking with gas, as they say. And I don't have... a boomerang at all. So this room is awful. And it's still awful. It was awful before, it's awful now, and yeah, we're having fun with this. So in order for us to make progress, we're going to need 2 more small keys. One of them is guaranteed to be down here. The other one could be on the trampoline. Okay, it's gonna be both of them. So we weren't gonna be able to do anything in here without Feather anyway. So that was actually good that we died the first time we came in here. that just saved us some misery. Yo, Spice Orange, what's up? So this is a guaranteed small key. The trampoline is also a guaranteed small key at this point. Me too. Me too. Hitting people with rocks is the epitome of Seasons Randomizer. Alright, moving on. Gonna fight second Poe. The next Spike Island is guaranteed to be a small key as well. You know, I have a feeling that Fiery ended up doing this capeless. And that's probably going to come back to bite him. Because, you know, we don't have that much health. I'm sure, like, as soon as Fiery found the feather, he was probably like, okay, just doing D7, let's go. Because that's like his MO, is just do capeless whenever possible. Of course, like, I found cape immediately after I found feather. Or, like, within that first, like, logic string that I went through. So I didn't have to really worry about it too much. Yes, the rock is one of the strongest things in the game. It is, like, the strongest base damage out of everything. It's mostly apparent when you fight, like, the bosses. Like, you're gonna see it coming up soon when I fight Gleeok here. Gleeok is just going to melt. Quite literally melt. Though part of it is the boss design. And part of it is just the Fool's Ore being so OP. Vanilla Boss Key, shoutouts to that. Does it work like the red ring? It's not like a multiplier or anything, it just has an extremely high base damage value. Yeah, the red ring and level 2 sword I think goes up to 8 damage, I want to say, and Fool's Lure is 10 damage. Like, you're gonna see the power of Fool's Lure coming up right now as we're about to head to the boss. So, normally this boss is very scary. But, yeah. It's dead. We don't have a lot of things that we can do right now. We just have like a couple like off the beaten path overworld checks to do. So I'm probably gonna check this one first. If this ends up being fall, we can end up doing the dungeon here. But if this ends up being nothing, I'm probably gonna end up just going to desert. Why did I hurt the dragon? Because I had to. Can't beat the game without it. Of course it's a gaseous seed. Alright, we're going desert. Red ring doesn't affect the Fool's Lure. Varen Warp does not work in Aegis Rando. That's because of the way the changes are worked in. The memory addresses are in different spots, so it doesn't work exactly right at all. It's just a miracle that Varen Warp works in the first place. So it's not surprising that it just completely does not work when you mess with the game. Can I beat people up with the season stick? Yes. Undead enemies can be hurt with the Rod of Seasons. So like the Stalfos, Shrouded Stalfos, stuff like that. I'm kind of wondering if Form 2 of Gleeok could be harmed with the Rod of Seasons, since it's like an undead skeleton. But then I'm wondering, how would you even get to it without having some way of damage before that? So it probably doesn't even matter. Eh. Alright, third try. And it's a treasure map. Interesting. Definitely take that. There's 2 more jewels sitting out there. We're gonna be able to figure out where they're located now. Okay. Okay. Interesting spots. One is located in D6, and the other is the Winter Cave in Spool Swamp. very interesting. So we're gonna need winter for sure. But we're gonna need winter for sure in order to even get the jewel. And yeah, it is a French vanilla jewel. There is normally a jewel in that cave. Okay, I'll take that. I will definitely take that. That gives us some progression. Because now we're going to be able to go clean the Rusty Bell by way of the Subversion Smithy. And then we're going to go ahead and take that to the Pirate Captain. Pirate Captain is going to let us get to Vanilla Dungeon 7. Now the dungeon located there, we don't know what it is yet. But whatever it is, we should be able to make decent progress in. The only dungeon I'm worried about finding is Dungeon 8. But at the same time, we can just do HSS skip and we won't have to worry about having the hyper slingshot. We'll do the 3-eye statue strat as well, if we do find it. Oh, I also did get Floodgate Key, didn't I? I could do that dungeon as well. That is useless now. So yeah, we're gonna do this dungeon. It's D5. Alright, cool. Easy dungeon. This dungeon was not designed for the cave, so if it looks like it's going way too easily, it's because it is. Already finding boss key, that's really nice. And there's Dragon Key too. Oh man, we are quickly getting there in terms of what we need. We can't access the Dragon Key dungeon just yet. We do need to have Winter. So Winter is gonna give us a lot of progression. I swear that's possible. Whatever. I had a feeling that that was going to show up at some point. Alright, let's just go beat the mini-boss real quick. Hi, Saiger. Hi, Saiger. You know what? Let's go beat the dungeon. Let's beat the dungeon. Why not? That's map. We don't have compass, so there is one more item out there. Because there's one more key and a compass and an item. Yeah, I'll have to jump back in there real quick. Yo, Zidero, did something change in the rando? Colors look super bright. And how is multi-world working? Nothing changed as far as I know, in terms of like brightness. I've been using the same settings. As for multi-world, things have been okay so far, it seems. I did not want to find that key. I mean, I guess I did wanted to find that key. Key just means that both of these checks are now in logic. But yeah, multi-world, so far it's been fine. Of course it's there. Of course there's an item in the underground. I'm pretty sure cross-world items have been worked on a little bit. I don't know how the progression, like the progress is on that. But just regular old multi-world works fine. A lot of people have been doing those. Yo, Barco, what's up? Alright. Anytime that you have to go in here, usually that means there's an item here. Or something valuable. Unfortunately, it was just bombs. Alright, now let's go to Spool Swamp. This is gonna be our big progression, I think. Because we know there's a dungeon that we can complete here. Or we should be able to complete. Thanks for the good luck, Zidero. Yeah, you should definitely check out Multi-World. Multi-World is a lot of fun. The one downside to Multi-World is that there can be times where you're probably waiting on the other person to do some stuff. But, yeah, otherwise, it's a lot of fun. Definitely takes a little bit to get things set up, because you have to worry about BizHawk and all that stuff. You gotta get the settings right before you can actually play. But once you get all the setup done, it's pretty much just plug and play. Thinking about resuming after a 4-year break. Yo, that would be nice. Yeah, time is definitely like the biggest factor in playing these games. It's definitely a time commitment to sit down and play. Oh yeah, if work is draining all your energy, yeah. That makes it even harder to want to do anything. Ah! Oh yeah, Zooter is definitely way too time consuming. There's just so much that you can do and learn. And like so many little tricks and things that you can do. That's one of the reasons why I just like stopped trying it. It's like there's too much that I can potentially do. You learn a lot, but lack of time to actually get good. Yeah, that's pretty much my experience with it too. Like, it's easy to learn things, but then unless you practice it a lot, you're not going to retain it. And it looks like Sour Lime has forfeit from the race. Considering how this race started with like no bomb or no feather for what was it, like 45-50 minutes, something like that. Not surprising that someone is gonna forfeit. Gonna be Bosky? Please be Bosky. Ah. That means there's probably something on Pop Push. Oh yeah, back in the day when there was no hyper slingshot skip, no minips. What did we do back then? Yeah, the setup for Hyper Slingshot Skip is like super easy now. Or not like super easy, but it's doable. Yeah, there's an item on Pot Push. The RNG manips aren't too bad. Like really, most of them you can do like backups for. The main one that you have to be like get really good at is the power ring manip. Because that one you have to like mash pretty well in order to get the proper proper RNG to start with. So yeah, there is definitely something on Pot Push. I don't know what it's gonna be. I'm hoping it's nothing. Like that would be the best case scenario, is there's nothing on Pot Push. You don't have to worry about it. Ah. Awful fight. Alright, I'm gonna have to check Pot Push before I do anything. Then, let's see. I can check Member Shop after that. Yeah, we'll check Member Shop, and then... and then check Temple Remains. Oh, we could potentially go up to Temple Remains, depending on what the default season is. Actually, it's not logical because we would need both, either one of fall or winter. Like, we would need default fall and we would have to have winter, or we would need fall and have default winter. Or no, default winter wouldn't do anything for us. We would need winter, guaranteed. And then potentially default fall. Routing isn't too bad. Like, there's generally a dungeon route that you want to follow. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go straight in here and go straight to straight to furnace. I know I probably should have just gone from the other side, but I was right there, so I might as well do it this way. After furnace, where am I gonna go? Well, that's probably gonna be winter? Winter, yeah. So that opens up a lot of things that we could potentially need. Oh, hello. I can't do that in here. So number one, let's get that jewel. Let's get that jewel before we need to think about it. And then we're gonna probably go to Temple Remains. Alright, there we go. Actually, yeah, that's fine. So Temple Remains. We're gonna have access to it regardless. It's probably default fall. Even if it's not default fall, I still want to do this. It's not, okay. I still think it's worth doing. Unless, of course, I can't even make the S jump. There we go. So we are running into an issue where we're gonna need fall. We know fall can't be in here. We're also gonna need the 2 boomerangs. And the jewel, which is located somewhere in D6. I wonder if fall is also in there. So really the only thing that can be in this dungeon up here is a boomerang. Or 2 boomerangs. Alright, it's D2. Alright, that's cool. Easy dungeon to finish. Don't have to worry. So that means D8 is still on the board, D3 is still on the board, and so is D1. Oh, because we got winter, we can also do the dungeon up on Mount Kuko. I'm probably going to do that next. That is definitely going to be our next dungeon. Alright, there's our boomerang. Alright, there's our first boomerang. No keys so far. That's interesting. Alright, there's a key. It's boss key. Very interesting. So what that's telling me is there's probably a small key on Dodongo. Or a self-lock small key. Those are the 2 options. Because the only other way we can get 3 small keys from this dungeon is if the chest before Facade has a small key, and then Dodongo has a small key. That would give us the 3 keys, which will allow us to open up both doors. Otherwise, the doors are considered self-locked. Because there's going to be a key behind one of them. Alright. Looking right so far. And because of this, I should be able to get the vanilla boss key chest with no repercussions. Like, I'll just go ahead and grab that right now on my way to the boss. And then depending on what we find, we may want to go back in and get the other door. the way I see it is either A, the doors are both self-locked. Which they are, okay. So I don't need to even grab it. Because there was a key there, that means I would have needed 3 keys in order to get to that chest. And there's only 3 small keys in the dungeon. So that key is effectively self-locked. So that is impossible to get. Now, because that key was self-locked, the other key door is also effectively out of logic. Because you could potentially misuse your keys and not have all of the small keys. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. Because this is going to lead right into where I want to go. So there's a couple things I want to check over here before I head to the dungeon. Number 1 is I want to check Holly's house. Did I check this? Oh yeah, I did. It was a Pizza Hut. And I save scummed it because I was closer to the other way. I remember now. I guess I'm going through the chimney like normal. Ooh! Oh, wait a second. Autumn. Let's go do this dungeon. I know I said I was gonna do the dungeon up at Mount Kuko, but that progression right there, that makes me think, let's go this way. Because right now we're just looking for a boomerang. That is all we're looking for. And I would not be surprised if the boomerang is also locked somewhere in here. Alright, well, not looking forward to this. I did save, right? Considering this dungeon's location, I'm tempted to just do like the back half and then bail. Kinda wanna just do it all. The boomerang could be here. Looks good to me. Yep. Alright. So that was the HSS skip setup. That is super not that hard. Well, I mean, it's not that hard to do the setup. It's still a hard trick. Three keys, that's plenty. Another key here. With 3 keys. I technically have enough to go to Medusa, but I still need boss key. So we're probably gonna have to find that boss key. Might have to backtrack to find it. At the very least, I'm gonna be able to get the bottom left ice thing in the hole. Because I have enough keys where it's not gonna matter. So I'll at least do that. Alright, that's not a key. That is a bomb. Okay. There's boss key. And another small key. Oh man, I am tempted to just fight Medusa Head right now. I probably should. Right? Let's save before I do anything stupid. But let's do it. Let's fight Medusa Head. Because I'll still have one small key remaining. And at this point, we're missing what? Three small keys. Three small keys. The map. And 2 items. I do like this just because if there is an item on Medusa Head, and it happens to be a boomerang, we're just in go mode, essentially. Alright, let me save here before I use the final small key that I'm gonna use before Medusa. And it's the map. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump right back in. How's the rando? It's going okay. Definitely could have been better, but I think we're doing alright. Let's think. Which way is better? Probably... I don't have mystery seeds, so I'd have to farm. So it might be faster to just go through normally. Yeah, let's go through the front half normally. Wait, I might not get a key there. I might not get a key, so we're gonna have to go this way. But wait, if it's not a key... Wait, if it's not a key, then I'm done. I just need a key. I just need the one item that's not a key. Because there's 3 keys remaining. And one of them is not. Alright. It's not a key. It's not a key. We're good. I'm probably better off just dying. We're done. We're done here. Fool's Lore does 10 damage. Which, if you consider it in terms of the base damage of the normal sword, Noble Sword does 3 damage. Regular sword does 2. So yes, it is better than Noble Sword. Even Noble Sword with, like, red ring, I think only gets up to 9 damage. Or something like that. It might not even get up to 9 damage. So right now, we are technically a boomerang from Go mode. Because as soon as we get the boomerang, we'll go back to 6 and we'll get our final jewel. So that also means that whatever dungeon is in Tarm is guaranteed to be Go mode. So it's either going to be 1 or 3. We're about to find out which one it's going to be. Ideally, 1 is like the best Go mode. As long as you get a boss key in the right side, you can finish 1 in like 30 seconds. Okay, it's guaranteed to be a Go mode 1. Well, I will definitely take that. And like always, the last 2 dungeons that we're gonna do are D4 entrance and D6 entrance. Turns out that's how it happens every single seed. Hopefully our boomerang is in here. If not, we're gonna have to check the overworld for some places. Or we just make the gamble to go right back into 6 and hope it's actually inside 6. Because there are a few more checks that we can get in 6 now. Now that we have, you know, the ability to jump. Last time we were in there, we really couldn't do much, because we couldn't jump. Oh, there it is! There it is! Let's go! We're in go mode. We're the equivalent of go mode. We do still need to get the jewel. Imagine being in go mode with 6 hearts. Oh, there's some more hearts. Now we're better. Oh wait, I got the other heart or other key. Why was I going up there? I didn't need to go up there. I thought I needed another key. It was worth it though. Worth it for the heart container. So we're gonna have to go back to 6 first before we can go up to Tarm. Because that's where the final jewel is. And there's nothing there that can help me at this point. Now the question is, where in Dungeon 6 is the jewel? Yo, Richter, what's up? Yeah, you missed most of it. The start was very, very interesting. We didn't have a feather for like the first hour. Also, the first like 2 or 3 items we got were vanilla. We got vanilla sword, which led into vanilla gnarled key, which led into a seed satchel with ember seeds inside the dungeon at gnarled root. What happens if you redeem Aegis Rando? Then I'll play an Aegis Rando at some point with the specified settings that you decide. So we got boss key. Now the thing is, I'm gonna hope that there's a small key up this way, somewhere. Usually there is, but there are 2 checks along the other path that potentially could have both of the small keys. Actually, no. Can they have both? I don't think it's possible for both of them to have small keys. I think there has to be a small key up here. But at the same time, we do need to find that jewel. Alright, there's our small key. Yo, nice. Hard mode, key sanity. Tree warp with dungeon shuffle. And you want it to be Aegis? Aegis hard mode? Because I believe you have to specify the game as well. Because you could technically do seasons that way as well. Seasons add portal in. Oh yeah. It's too late. You already redeemed it. Whatever you feel like. It's fine. I'll just, if it's entrance, I'll have to find like a day that I can do, because that's gonna take me a while. Alright, we're gonna hope that our jewel is on Manhandla. Yeah, I'll definitely ping you when I do it. Ah, that's bad. Okay, we're good. Well, speedruns, that's for vanilla games. It's only games that I've actually done like actual speedruns of. So rando is its own thing. So yeah, for the reward you want to do basically full seasons rando with entrance, hard mode, dungeon portal. And to keep sanity, you want tree warp on. Got it. Oh, and key sanity. Is entrance compatible with key sanity? I'm not sure. Alright, is the jewel here? Please be here. It is! Oh, that's amazing. Let's go. Alright, so we are officially in go mode now. All we gotta do is beat Dungeon 1. Dungeon 1, the hardest dungeon. Because I did hypersync shot skip in Dungeon 8. Yeah, there's a couple different ways you can skip the hyper slingshot. Number one is you're going to have to do the jump in Dungeon 8. Number two is you're also going to potentially have to do the 3 eye statues without it. Because the 3 eye statues could have keys, or potentially boss key or an item. Yeah, I had no idea this seed was gonna go by so fast. Like, we didn't have Feather for the first hour. And here we are, about to finish the game. Like, I don't even need to pick up those mystery seeds. Who needs mystery seeds? Who needs a shield? I don't need no shield. Yeah, imagine if I had to fight Varen. Or, no, if we had to fight Twin Rova, then I would pick out the mystery seeds. But since we don't have to do that... Alright, we just want the boss key. Just give me boss key right away. And Dragon is finished in first place. Official SRL time 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 29 seconds. GG to him. This was a good race. There it is, let's go! Oh man, imagine that. No rupees, no heart pieces, only gacha seeds. And the easiest boss. There we go, final essence. All we gotta do is fight Onyx, and then we're done. Oh man, imagine doing that alongside hard mode and key sanity. Just imagine doing that alongside hard mode. And then forced capeless D7. Or forced like 3 heart D8 capeless. Oh, and on top of that, no rings either. You can't get any rings. So no blue ring or anything that can help you avoid damage. Or even better, just have the cursed ring as the only ring you can equip. Well, thankfully, none of those are actual settings for the randomizer, so it doesn't matter. Not yet. You're right. How many holes have I gotten today? I've gotten like 3 holes out of like 4 patterns. Facade does not want to cooperate. Yeah, Jangler would do it. Just to see people suffer. Yo, nice. Thanks, Richter. Thanks for subbing. Did the notification not go off? I didn't hear anything. That's not good. I'll have to look into it and see why notifications aren't going off. Anyway, GG. Finishing in second place, official SRL time, 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 27 seconds. That was a good race. Had a very slow start, but definitely went from like 0 to 100 very quickly. As soon as we found that feather, we were just going. We were off to the races. That feather was the key to unlocking everything. What if you requested an Oracle's 100% speedrun? I'm pretty sure in the description it specifically says anything that I have already done. But don't worry, I will do an Oracle's 100% speedrun at some point. Because February is the 20th anniversary of the Oracle's games releasing. And we've been talking about this for a while. And we're planning on doing a 100% race for the 20th anniversary. So I'm going to have to learn the route and everything before then. So that means I'm going to have to do a run at some point. Probably won't do it until like the fall. Or maybe like January. But it will happen at some point. Yes, I have done a speedrun of both games back to back. Yeah, 100% adds so much more. Because you're doing 3 playthroughs, plus having to collect all the rings. The rings are the things that really add a lot of time. Do you include the GBA rings? Probably. I assume they count in the get all rings description of the rules. I haven't actually looked into everything that's needed. I probably should, because there is a run on the leaderboards that has to be approved, and yeah, I gotta look at that.